The Tale of Ola and the Spirit of the Stream, as told from the days when animals spoke, and the world still breathed innocence. Long, long ago, before men learned war, before blood ever touched the earth, there was a quiet hilltop village called Anik. In that village lived 4 maidens, beautiful like the morning sun and inseparable like the strands of a woven mat. Their names were Yulo, Ola, Yugo, and Ige. They fetched water together. They gathered firewood together. They sang, laughed, and whispered secrets beneath the Udala tree. To the eyes of the villagers they were sisters, but slowly, like the way rot enters a ripe fruit, jealousy began to grow in the hearts of Yugo, Ige, and Yulo, and their jealousy grew against Ola, the gentlest of them all. One evening, the maidens decided to fetch water from the deep, winding stream at the foot of the hill. As they walked, the 3 girls whispered among themselves. "Let us teach Ola a lesson," Yugo said. "Yes," added Ige. "Today she will know we are not fools." When they reached the stream, Ola went into the bush to ease herself. Quickly, the others filled her pot not with water, but with heavy stones. When she returned, they smiled sweetly as if nothing had happened. "Don't worry, sister," Yulo said. "We shall help you later." But once their own pots were filled, they hurried home, leaving Ola behind. When Ola tried to lift her pot, it was heavier than a mountain. "My sisters, please help me," she cried. But her words scattered into the evening air. They did not look back. The sun was dipping, shadows thickening, fear rising in her chest. Ola sank to the ground and began to weep. Suddenly the wind stilled. The stream rippled though nothing touched it. Then before her stood a glowing form, a spirit of the waters. "Child, why do you cry?" the spirit asked, voice soft like moonlight on water. Between sobs, Ola told the spirit everything. The spirit's eyes darkened. "They filled your pot with stones," it said. And they dared to lie. With a single wave of its hand, the stones vanished. Fresh glittering water filled the pot. The spirit lifted it onto her head as lightly as a feather. "But listen," the spirit warned, its voice suddenly deep. "Tell no one of this. Not a whisper. Not a breath." Ola nodded. She did not know the spirit meant every word. Barely had she taken 10 steps when she called out joyfully to her friends. "Come and hear what happened at the stream," she shouted. But above her, unseen, the spirit floated listening, its face twisted with anger. By the time Ola reached home, the spirit had vanished into the sky. That night, it returned, not as a glowing being, but as a handsome young man bearing gifts, surrounded by spirits disguised as kinsmen. He walked straight to Ola's family compound. "I have come to marry your daughter," he announced. In those days, visitors were honored without question. Ola, not knowing his true form, agreed. Her parents blessed the union and sent a little girl named Adaze. The world around them began to change. Trees twisted, the air grew cold. When they reached the spirit's abode, the disguises melted away. Ola trembled. Adaze clutched her wrapper in fear. The spirits brought food. Steaming yam, spicy soup, sweet palm wine on a tray decorated with charms. Ola refused. Something in her heart whispered danger. But Adaze, hungry and unsuspecting, ate everything. That night, the girl fell into a deep, unnatural sleep. Her snoring echoed like thunder. Ola whispered her name but no response. Sensing escape, Ola shook her, slapped her cheeks. Ola dragged the girl into the forest. But behind them the spirit awoke. The spirit husband raised a flute carved from bone and began to chant. "Let this flute strike down all who drank the wine of spirits, all who ate the food of spirits." He blew the flute. They matched with cutlasses and matchets to cut her body parts. Adaze collapsed, instantly lifeless. Cold on the forest floor, Ola shrieked and ran back. She snatched the flute from the spirit's shrine, holding it with shaking hands. She whispered her own countersong. Let this flute awaken the girl. She did not eat the food of spirits. She did not drink the wine of spirits. Ola blew the flute. A dazed gasp and sprang back to life. They ran again, feet pounding the earth like drums toward home. But the spirits were not done. They sang once more. A daze fell again, dead as stone. Ola turned back, but this time she met a hunter. The old hunter, with charms hanging from his neck, raised a hand. Child, do not fear, he said. Take the flute. Never leave it for the spirits. Its power belongs to whoever holds it. Ola nodded, ran back, and grabbed the flute. She played the revival song once more. A daze rose. Together they fled deeper, faster, until the familiar scent of their village greeted them. By the time the spirits reached the border of Anik, the hunters' protective charms had blocked their path. In rage, they disappeared into the night, never to be seen again. Ola and Adaze are welcomed as survivors of stories that would be told generations. Just as the elders of Anik would say, a promise is a spirit. Break it and it will follow you home. Ola dragged the girl into the forest.